Today, we talk about the generation gap, a common issue in many families. It refers to the differences in beliefs and behaviors between younger and older people. A nuclear family often consists of parents and children, while an extended family may include grandparents or other relatives. Members of different generations may argue over gender roles, life choices, or even housework. Such daily arguments often come from disagreements about culture or future plans. For example, parents may want their child to be an engineer, but the child may hope to become a musician and follow one's dreams. Parents might give advice, give examples, or try to force someone to do something. They often want children to follow in their footsteps or share their views. However, young people today, like millennials, are more curious and value expressing their opinions. They might color their hair, explore new ideas, and share their experiences online. Every generation has its own characteristics and special qualities that belong to a particular time. These are largely shaped by historical and economic conditions. As a result, conflict may exist, but it's important to treat each other with respect. We must learn how to deal with differences and work through problems together.
The generation gap is a growing issue in many modern families. It refers to disagreements about values, culture, and life goals between young people and their parents. This conflict often comes with different beliefs about success, education, and gender roles. Some parents want their children to be an engineer, while their children may hope to be a musician and follow their dreams. They may give advice, or even force them to do something they don't enjoy. Parents often give examples from their past and want their kids to follow in their footsteps. However, today's youth want to express their opinions, share their experiences, and color their hair to show identity. At the same time, they still need to ask for permission and respect family rules. These generational gaps are not new. They exist in every period and are largely shaped by historical and economic conditions. A nuclear family may consist of 4 people, but extended families can include grandparents, adding more voices to the discussion. To deal with conflict, we must listen and learn. That's a good point to start with. The generation gap is a common issue in today's society. It often refers to disagreements about values, opinions, and culture between parents and children. Each generation has different characteristics, shaped by their life experience. Young people today, often called millennials, are digital natives. They are curious, creative, and more open to change. They share their experiences, express their opinions, and value freedom and new ideas. At the same time, older generations may find it hard to accept changes or new points of view. They were raised in different economic conditions and historical times. A family may consist of people who belong to different age groups. This can cause conflict, especially when young people want to color their hair or try out new lifestyles. Many beliefs about success, gender roles, or careers are largely influenced by the past. These differences are not wrong, they are generational. We must respect others and learn to treat all views fairly.
The generation gap refers to the conflict that can exist between younger and older people. Each group tends to have different beliefs about life, culture, and success. Younger generations, especially millennials, are often described as digital natives. They are curious, creative, and like to experiment with new styles or ideas. Many enjoy platforms like social media and rely on technology in daily life. They often try out trends, such as changing fashion or coloring their hair. This sometimes leads to disagreement with those who belong to previous generations. Older people may hold more fixed ideas or feel unsure about technological change. Some even complain about how modern tools are replacing real experiences. However, different points of view can be valuable. Young people are becoming critical thinkers, able to work through problems. They often value freedom and want to accept changes rather than fear them. These differences are shaped by economic conditions, historical events, and personal experience. Sometimes, young people must ask for permission to act differently or express opinion. But open minds help families deal with change more calmly.
The generation gap today is largely shaped by technological change. Young people, especially millennials, are known as digital natives. They are curious, creative, and love to experiment with new ideas. They often try out online platforms and trends, like apps or streaming. They may even color their hair in bold styles to express themselves. Older generations, by contrast, may have more fixed ideas. They sometimes complain about how technology seems to take away real connection. This difference comes with tension and misunderstanding in families. Many young people rely on devices to make their decisions or suit their needs. But some parents worry about the damage to health, like poor eyesight or weight gain. According to experts, both sides have valid points of view. Young people are becoming critical thinkers, and they value freedom. They want to accept changes, not fear them. At the same time, their views may be influenced by trends, not historical or economic experience. Older people can refer to the past to work through problems. They may fear to lose their jobs or be slow to hire new workers.
Today's generation gap is mainly about technology. Young people, especially millennials, are digital natives. They love to experiment, try out new platforms, and are very curious. They often rely on digital devices to make their decisions or find things that suit their needs. Many older people, however, firmly believe these tools take away real-life skills. They complain about how technology may cause weight gain or damage children's eyesight. Some even worry that young people might lose their jobs or find it hard to get hired. Older generations often have more fixed ideas based on previous experiences. They may not accept changes as easily as the youth. According to experts, this gap in points of view is normal. Each group should learn to value the other's opinion. Teenagers enjoy musical tastes, career choices, and outdoor activities that differ from their parents. They also hate being labeled or judged. But adults can share useful lessons if they summarize calmly. Parents should not be too strictly controlling. To be fair to all, both sides must listen and talk openly. The generation gap is becoming wider, especially between parents and children in immigrant families. Young people today often experiment with platforms like social media to express themselves. They rely on digital devices, which mainly help them make their decisions quickly. Parents, however, often firmly believe these tools damage thinking skills and even affect eyesight. They also worry about problems like weight gain and career choices. Many adults complain about how these tools can take away time for outdoor activities. Some even fear their children might lose their jobs or not get hired if they don't focus. Older generations often have fixed ideas about success and values like honesty, competition, and individualism. Young people may have different attitudes, musical tastes, and lifestyles that better suit their needs. They sometimes feel upset when parents strictly control them or try to label their behavior. First-generation parents may find it hard to adapt to a new culture and fail to see the full picture. According to experts, both sides must talk openly and try to summarize their feelings.